On the latest episode of Real Time with Bill Maher, he gave his take on the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Take a look.
Politics in this country is binary. You have to wear everything anyone on your side does. Republicans are the party of don't wear masks, kids in cages, lock her up, and Democrats are the party of every hypersensitive social justice warrior woke story in the news.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. They just happen to coincide. But can I just say this? I had on last week.
Joy Behar just got roasted by Bill Maher, and the internet can't handle it. Bill Maher just took Joy Behar to task, and social media is in absolute chaos. While some are cringing at the brutal takedown, others are celebrating, saying it was about time someone set the record straight. But what exactly did Maher say that sent Behar into full damage control mode? And how did he dismantle her argument so effectively that woke Twitter is practically in meltdown? We've got all the details, all the drama, and every jaw-dropping moment. First, we'll show you exactly what Behar said that sparked this fiery exchange. Then, we'll break down Maher's response that left her with nowhere to hide. Grab your popcorn because this is one showdown you don't want to miss.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
We won't drag you through the entire exchange, but here's the gist. Joy Behar took a jab at Caroline Leavitt's intelligence because, well, that's just what happens on The View. Behar claimed Leavitt only landed the role of press secretary under Donald Trump because of her looks, specifically her dress size. Yes, apparently in Behar's world, qualifications are measured in fashion metrics. The irony? Behar has been dishing out hot takes and controversial opinions for decades without anyone questioning her credentials. Even when co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin pointed out Leavitt's actual experience and qualifications, Behar brushed it off like an inconvenient fact. Enter Bill Maher. He wasn't having it. And his response? Pure classic Maher. Let's break it down.
But isn't it interesting that it's called, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America.
But
there is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit.
Love him or hate him, you have to admit, Bill Maher calls it like he sees it. And this time, he's putting The View under the microscope. The problem? It's not really about different perspectives at all. The name might suggest a range of opinions, but in reality, it's The View, the only one that supposedly matters. And leading the charge, as always, is Joy Behar. She shuts down anything that doesn't fit the approved narrative, even within their own echo chamber. Case in point, Alyssa Farah Griffin dared to offer a different take on Caroline Leavitt's nomination as press secretary. But on The View, disagreeing isn't just unwelcome. It's practically a sin. Maher wasn't about to let that slide. And his response? Let's just say it's got everyone talking.
Politics in this country is binary. You have to wear everything anyone on your side does. Republicans are the party of don't wear masks, kids in cages, lock her up, and Democrats are the party of every hypersensitive social justice warrior woke story in the news. They're the party that disappears people or tries to make them apologize for ridiculous.
Bill Maher isn't just roasting Joy Behar, he's setting the entire Democratic Party on fire. And let's be honest, he's got a point. If Caroline Leavitt had been appointed by a Democrat, Behar would be leading the applause, praising her intelligence, poise, and eloquence. She'd probably even throw in an over-the-top speech about how Leavitt represents the bright future of America. But because Leavitt landed the job under Trump, suddenly, none of that matters. Now, the conversation isn't about her qualifications, it's about her dress size. Maher wasn't about to let that hypocrisy slide. And his response? Let's just say it left The View scrambling.
Oh, is she really a 10? We'll be right back.
Joy noticed Jesse was a 7.
Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, How dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Greg Gutfeld just delivered a scorching takedown, and he's absolutely right. Joy Behar did objectify Caroline Leavitt, reducing her success to nothing more than her looks, as if a woman can't achieve anything on merit unless she's a Democrat. Now, let's flip the script. If someone had made the same remark about a liberal woman, the outrage machine would be in full meltdown mode. Accusations of sexism would be flying, and cancellation demands would be everywhere. But here's where it gets interesting. This is the same crowd that pushes DEI, prioritizing optics over competence. Yet when they're the ones reducing a woman to her appearance, suddenly, it's not a problem. Meanwhile, Leavitt is proving she belongs, confidently handling White House press briefings like a pro. But instead of acknowledging her competence, Behar resorts to petty insults. Maybe it's jealousy? That's exactly Gutfeld's point. He didn't hold back, saying Behar is light years away from a 10, suggesting that might be the real reason she went after Leavitt in the first place.
She's the ever-empowering feminist, Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world, because Caroline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees anyway.
Well, there it is. This journalist just confirmed what we suspected all along. Joy Behar is probably seething with jealousy. Think about it. Caroline Leavitt is working for one of the most powerful leaders in the world. While Behar is still shouting over her co-hosts on a daytime talk show, in Behar's mind, Leavitt is just some inexperienced rookie who doesn't deserve a high-profile role. Why? Because apparently experience only matters when it benefits her side of the aisle. But here's what Behar conveniently ignores. It's not about age, it's about intelligence, skill, and dare we say, competence. And Leavitt has all. 3. That's what really burns Behar. If Leavitt were a 25-year-old liberal, Behar would be singing her praises, calling her a trailblazing inspiration for young women. But because Leavitt dares to think independently, she gets reduced to nothing more than her looks. And if you think we're exaggerating, just wait. Here's Behar herself calling people sexist simply for not enjoying Kamala Harris's infamous cackling. Yep, you heard that right.
What really ticks me off about him, though, is this laughing Kamala remark. It's such a sexist remark, because a guy I was with over the weekend, a friend of mine, they said Kamala's laugh annoys me. Remember they said that about Hillary's laugh, that she was cackling. And men, you know, they don't like a funny woman. We're afraid if you laugh or you make a joke, that maybe you'll do that when they're in bed with you. It's like this fear.
What? At this point, it's no surprise that The View serves up some of the strangest takes in America. It's practically their brand. Sometimes you have to wonder if they just pull these wild claims out of a hat. Take Joy Behar's latest reach. She somehow concluded that disliking a woman's laughter means you're afraid of women. Seriously, does that even sound remotely scientific? Or did she just string some words together and hope no one would question it? Well, Ben Shapiro wasn't about to let that slide. He spotted the absurdity instantly. And of course, he called her out on it.